He sat in his small office, surrounded by piles of paperwork and the faint hum of the fluorescent lights above. The clock on the wall ticked, each second dragging him further into the monotony of his day. His inbox pinged with another email, and without even glancing, he already knew it was yet another task added to his never-ending list. The words blurred on the screen as he stared, not because he was tired, but because he was disconnected. Disconnected from his work, his purpose, and even himself. A notification on his phone pulled him back to reality. It was a reminder of an upcoming meeting, one he had no desire to attend. The meeting's topic? Strategic growth initiatives. He chuckled under his breath, thinking, growth? I haven't felt growth in years. That evening, as he walked into his quiet apartment, he couldn't shake the feeling of emptiness. He tossed his keys on the counter and collapsed onto the couch, scrolling aimlessly through social media. That's when he saw it. A post from an old college friend. She stood in front of a newly opened bakery, her smile beaming with pride. The caption read, "It's never too late to chase your dreams. Here's to new beginnings." He stared at the photo, a mix of envy and curiosity bubbling inside him. It wasn't about the bakery. It was about the courage she had to step into the unknown. He thought back to his own dreams, the ones he had set aside for the right time. The problem was, the right time had never come. That night, as he lay in bed, a question echoed in his mind. Is this all there is? How many of us have felt that way? Stuck in routines that no longer serve us, living lives that don't inspire us. Maybe it's the job you're in, the dreams you've shelved, or the version of yourself you've lost along the way. We convince ourselves that someday we'll make a change, but that someday keeps slipping further away. His story isn't unique. It's one we all share in different ways. But here's the truth. It's never too late to rewrite your story. The next day, something shifted. He woke up with a sense of determination he hadn't felt in years. It wasn't a lightning bolt moment of clarity, but a quiet realization that he couldn't continue down the same path. He pulled out an old notebook from his college days, the one where he used to jot down ideas and dreams. As he flipped through its pages, he felt a pang of nostalgia. On one page, written in bold letters, were the words, "Life Goals." Underneath, he had written, "Start my own business, write a book, travel to 3 new countries." The words felt distant, like whispers from a younger version of himself. But they also sparked something, a tiny ember of hope that maybe, just maybe, those dreams weren't completely out of reach. He decided to spend 30 minutes every evening reconnecting with his dreams. The first step was asking himself some honest questions. What makes me feel alive? What skills do I have that I'm not using? What kind of life would I wake up excited about? At first, the answers didn't come easily. Years of routine had dulled his sense of curiosity. But slowly, patterns began to emerge. He remembered his love for storytelling and how he used to write short stories in college. He realized he missed creating, building, and exploring new ideas. His next step was creating a vision for the future, not a rigid plan, but a direction. He wrote down everything he could think of that brought him joy. Even small things like drinking coffee on a quiet morning or hiking in nature. These weren't just hobbies, they were breadcrumbs leading him back to himself. He broke his vision into small, actionable steps. These steps didn't feel overwhelming, they felt doable. Here's what he did. He spent an hour each weekend looking into fields he was curious about. Whether it was creative writing workshops, entrepreneurship courses, or travel blogs, he allowed himself to dream without limits. He dug out an old journal and started writing again. At first, it was just a few sentences a day, but it quickly became a way to process his thoughts and rediscover his creativity. Instead of trying to overhaul his life overnight, he focused on small, achievable tasks. Reading a book about personal growth, watching a TED Talk on pursuing your passion, sending an email to a mentor for advice. These micro goals gave him momentum. Each one felt like a tiny victory, building his confidence and sense of purpose. What's one dream you've buried over the years? Share it in the comments below. Let's take the first step together. Your story might inspire someone else to take theirs. This is just the beginning. In the next video, we'll explore what holds us back, our fears, and how to break free from them. Don't miss it.